Good morning and welcome to an update of Division 6, and I'll add my welcome to St John's. It is a huge honour to represent our community as councillors, and as students I do encourage you to step up to opportunities to represent your class, your community, your school, because it's a great learning opportunity. Certainly when you start these things you sort of think, oh heck, I don't know what to say and I can't do it. But a lot of these things, you just need to build your confidence. And doing this within your class, within your school, is a great opportunity. So I do encourage you to do that. So, Division 6. Wondai Show was a big thing in Division 6 this month. It was a fabulous day, and congratulations to the organising committee on a wonderful event. Especially they had this huge convoy of trucks, which was worth looking at. As mentioned earlier in September, we had a Back to Cumbria event, and I'd like to congratulate the committee there, especially for the completion of the Mammoth Restumping Programme. About 12 months ago, they discovered that the 100-year-old stumps holding up the hall had basically fallen apart, and so they had to get new feet for the hall. And it's been a massive fundraising activity, and many local people have purchased. You could buy a stump for $500. So the Back to Cumbria was also a celebration on the fact that the hall is now fully re-stumped and will be good to go for another 100 years. And special mention to Bill and Sandra Stephenson, who very much drove that programme. 2 weeks ago, we had the opening of the Wondai Art Gallery extension, which is a new patio on the outside of the gallery adjoining the studio. This was actually an election promise, and it was the first election promise for the arts department prior to the last election. And no sooner did our local member Deb Frecklington get in, and the pressure was on that she promised to deliver the money for the extension. So the opening had MP Deb Frecklington, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, and also the Honourable John Paul Langbrook, Minister for the Arts and the Education, who officially opened that extension. And that will be a great asset both to the art gallery and to Wondai. Last Friday, CUPE Field Day, good to talk all things rural, and it was a good crowd there. So we are a very rural area, so it's always good to be acknowledging our rural area. I did go to the Nango Music Muster opening last week, and congratulations to the organisers for that and to Les and his committee. A few people have mentioned the Relay for Life coming up in October, but last month they did have the Ride for Relay, where they had 20-odd bike riders who did 4 days riding around the South Burnett, raising funds for cancer research. And I think the total is up to about $46,000, which for about 20 riders is a huge figure. So congratulations to them. Councillor Deneen mentioned, but I will mention it too, is the new Trishaw, which the South Burnett Rail Trail Users Association have purchased with 50% support from Stanwell. We really want our region to be livable and for people to be able to enjoy living here. And if you're less able or older and unable to ride a bike, to be taken for a little bike ride along the rail trail, I think will be a wonderful asset to your life. So really acknowledge that committee and what they have done in fundraising to do that. We've got community consultation coming up on a new playground for Memorandie. Memorandie is a small community without any sort of a playground, and it's got quite a young demographic. There's quite a lot of young families. So I'm really excited that we have some Works for Queensland funds. Thank you to Councillor Deneen, who helped with that. And we're looking forward to consulting with the local schools and local people on what they would like there. A couple of things happening in Wondai with the new IGA is being built, which is exciting. And I also would like to acknowledge the purchase by Crumptons of PCA. That is fantastic because supporting our rural producers and peanut growers is very important. Just in closing, I would like to acknowledge Gil and Michelle Smith are well known. They were very well known for many generations in Wondai. They've since moved to the coast. But 2 weeks ago, their son, Captain Robert Smith he died in a boating accident. So I would like to acknowledge his passing and ask that you keep his family in your thoughts.